We are now hearing that the suspect has been located and is deceased. So, just on your experience, what are we looking at here?
So, with a deceased suspect, you then have to make sure that he's not set up anything else where someone could get hurt. Like, how did he get there? Did he get there in a vehicle? And, you know, they're going to run a background check on him, Terry, as quickly as possible to see if there's connections to other people. As we both know, it's less likely. These guys tend to act alone. If they feel like they have that contained, obviously the second focus at the same time are the victims. Getting medical treatment to them, getting them out of these two locations to a hospital. And we'll have to see how this unfolds. You know, two locations, I'm not sure what that means. It could mean a couple of potential things, that he was looking for someone and went to two locations to look for them, or he was just going to school to shoot people, you know, like Chow at Virginia Tech and at other campuses. It was just, the campus was the basic victim. So we'll see how that unfolds.
You know, and to follow up on that, the University Police Department tweeted just about 20 minutes ago, Brad, while this was an ongoing active shooter situation, University Police responding to additional reports of shots fired. This is not a drill. Run, hide, fight. Run, hide, fight. Those awful words that now every student, you know, must understand. They're pretty self-explanatory, but that now we live in this world where run, hide, fight is a command that we are ready to receive. But it seems pretty clear that the university was on this and very concerned from the get-go.
This really goes, Terry, to training people. Programming them, as much as we don't like the topic, to do this because it saves lives. And if you can get people to immediately click into, where am I in reference to this shooting? Am I next to it? Is it a distance away? And you have to make a judgment call. It's one thing inside a contained, like, small elementary or middle school. University campuses, I don't know how this one's laid out, but typically they're spread out. They're in various locations, so students can be any place potentially on campus of where do they go at that particular location to get away from a potential shooter. And I'm going to guess again that the police or someone got to the shooter, unless he took his own life, and that's why this ended quickly, because as you well know, most mass shootings occur under 5 minutes. And
Brad, the university is a big university, right by the airport in Las Vegas. And for a time, the airport was under an alert as well, as police tried to understand what it was they were dealing with. You know, we saw in some of the video we're looking at what looked like off-duty police getting their body armor out of their cars and getting ready to get in to whatever the situation was. You know, once again, we're reminded of the bravery of the people who serve our communities in this way. And you know, they really did flood the zone, because you never know what you're dealing with, given especially the world situation. It could be any one of a number of things, right?
Well, that's exactly right. Could this shooter have been tied to other people because of whatever their agenda might be, that he launches this attack and then another attack is located or launched at another location, or an explosive, whatever? Again, under the general premise that mass shooters tend to work alone, you know, this may well be that. But as you point out, in today's world, you just don't know. I mean, we now have so many angry people because of two different wars, in particular Hamas and Israel, that people are inflamed in so many places and they have so many agendas, anger issues to vent, and sadly some of them vent it in a very violent way.
To send a message or to get rid of whatever anger they've got. I'm going to go back to ABC's Alex Stone in Los Angeles. Alex, do you have an understanding? We've all been to Vegas, but not the university. Do you have an understanding of the size of that, what the crime scene is?
Well, it's a big campus, just, I guess it would be east of downtown, or of the Vegas Strip area. When people go from the airport over to the Las Vegas Strip, it's kind of just east of there. There's a big arena, big campus that's there. We also know, Terry, that there is a ground stop right now at the Las Vegas airport. That may be because this is so close to the airport, that they need police helicopters up above. They know there was at least a threat on campus. In 2017, in that shooting, people then flooded onto the runways, broke through the fencing at the airport, and they were walking around on the runways. So they have put a ground stop into the airport there, but quite close to where the Vegas Strip is, maybe a mile away, half a mile away.
In session right now, obviously.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's quite active right now. I'm getting some information right here that the airport is apparently the ground stop in place because of those helicopters and the close proximity of the runways to the shooting site. So that answers why planes are not landing or taking off at the Vegas airport right now. But we do know the shooter is dead. How that happened, whether it was self-inflicted or done by police, we don't know yet. But that calms things down. As you were talking to Brad a moment ago, assuming that they don't believe there is another shooter on the loose, sometimes false reports come in of that. But if it was only one, they can slow down a little bit right now, move a little slower through the campus. But still, a lot of this we don't know.
Right, and we will continue to report on that. Let's go now to some sound. An interview with a student on the scene that we have, and let's listen into that for a moment.
We were evacuated out by police holding guns. We all walked out with our arms up. When we were walking out, we saw one of the windows had been shot through, so we got out. UNLV did a really good job giving us updates, telling us where the shooter was, getting us out quick. We know that there was at least one shooter in the business building on the second floor.
Well, there you got a lot of information about what happened, and let's go to former New York City Police Department Chief of Detectives Bob Boyce, who's with us frequently, alas, once again, on situations like that. Bob, you just heard this student. She saw a window shot out, she believed, and that the police were consistently informing them about the location of the shooter. She got out, and it looks like the response here, you know, we don't know what happened, if anyone has been hurt. We know that the shooter is deceased, but we certainly can see the scale of the response and the effectiveness, at least for that student.
Gary, another horrible day today. Understand this, that the communication at college campuses are better than high schools and elementary for obvious reasons. Everybody's got a cell phone. So they're able to push out information quicker and telling people where to go. Lockdown, shelter in place, all these things. It's a tough protocol to follow, but it looks like it's been done here. And of course, the better news here of the day is that the shooter is down and he's terminated at this point. No one else can get hurt. They have to look if there's a secondary shooter, and that's what they're doing right now.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.